So this is going to be kind of part two of after you've got touch down, you put a command to it, and when you say touch, the dog puts two paws on. Part one we did with our 4-year-old German Shepherd. That was her first time session with it, us working on it at all. This is Echo, one of our dogs. He's a 1.5-year-old Husky, also a rescue. He knows this. He knows all the tricks to go with it. So once we get to that point of they're able to go to the touchpad or target on command, this is the next steps of how to start working in the power steering and getting them moving pretty freely with it. All right. You ready, Echo? Ready? Baja? Good boy. Oh, see? Jumps right to it because he knows that's what gets him paid, right? So if I wanted to command him, we'll do it just because it's the point. Libre. Good boy. Echo. Toka. Good. So once you get them here and they're doing like this, like Echo's doing now, they're offering it up because they know that's what gets them paid. You got a command to it. A couple of different things. So the first step to take is you're going to make very small micro movements. Don't bite off more. Get like a handful of their dog food, whatever you can put a bunch of in, and basically Pez dispense it as you go. And what I do, how I do this, put a little in each hand. I'm going to hold it here close. I don't know what he's doing. And then just tiny movements like yes. And every time they move the back, yes. Again, he knows this, so he's going to move a little faster than you're probably going to. But you want to get to where you can do like we're doing now, all the way around. Yes. And every time they back end moves, yes. You mark it and let them get a little bit out of your hand. Yes. Yes. Good. Libre. So it's going to be like that. It's not going to move that fast. Again, he knows this. What it's really going to look like is when you got it here, remember micro movements, if they take 1 foot and step, yes, mark and pay. You want to go both ways. We're getting smooth 360 spins and we're good to go. And even if they're having a little trouble with it, they don't quite understand what you're going, because the main part, you want to move their head. If you move the head, the butt will move the opposite direction. If they're not quite getting it, you can just do like this. Yes, yes, yes. Good boy. Try and help them get it. I said, it'll take reps, 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 good reps, right? And good reps will equal what we see here, where he offers it up. This is what he gets. You can start with high value if you need to, a bunch of like piece of chicken, hot dog, whatever the dog really likes, to get them engaged and motivated to do it. Fortunately, Echo really does like his actual dog food, so we use it a lot. Good engagement, buddy. Good eye contact. After you get that and you're going around, again, that's good for that back end, that rear end awareness. Power steering is what we call it. We can start using that to move into stuff like foot finishes or a bunch of dogs that orbit around people backwards. Once you teach them how to walk backwards, we'll do a video on that later. But let's say we're moving into the flip finish stuff, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, Echo, Aki, let's put him in the sit front. And we'll take a step back with this foot, lure him with this hand. It's gonna be a big movement, and put him in the spot I want and pay. So like this, and give him the command, wait a second, and do it. So, junto. Yes. And it's going to be rep after rep after rep of that. So, and then put him back in the front. You go kind of the opposite, but the same. Echo, a key. Good. All right. I'm using my continuation marker because I don't want him to leave his current spot. Because if I tell him yes and then pay him, he's probably going to go back to that or something else. But, so one more time. Echo, junto. No. So if that happens, reset. He's excited. He's confused. Okay, good. Junto. And again, it's probably not going to look that smooth, that good. Even his isn't where I'd like it to be. But we're working on it. It's going to be a lot more slow, dramatic, big movement. And as they get better, start basically, as soon as you say junto, you see him move. He flinched a little bit, but then I didn't move, so it kind of confused him. You can start tightening it up. tighten it up until it'll start to look more like this. Aquí? No. Remember, always make them adjust to you, don't adjust to them. Pay them in the right spot. Good. So then, hopefully, it'll start to look more like this. Echo, junto. No. Oh, see, power steered him into the right spot and pay. You okay? Chew the food, buddy. Chew the food. Libre. But the way we're going to get to that, after we do that a bunch, all right, good. You know the next step. I'll put him back on this, and I'll stand next to it, and I'll just spin him right here next to me with his body touching my leg. Good. Good. Again, we're going to go both directions because you don't want just one leg getting really buff and nice and the other leg looking a little wimpy. So I'll switch sides on him. I want his body touching my leg and do the same thing until you can do 360 spins. Good. So right now I'm just holding the hot dog, letting him lick it. Yes, and then I'll randomly mark it and let him have it. Good. And the key there is don't get big arm movements. You really just want to put the treat here and tiny little hand spins to turn his head. So like this, all I'm gonna do is turn my wrist to turn his head, and that's all you need. Good boy, Libre. So you start doing that for a while, and then you can combine the two. So he's already on there. No, don't cheat. Come back. No, don't cheat. All right. So then you do junto, just like that. Okay. It's better. So I'm gonna put him to the side, junto, and spin him into that spot and pay him right when he gets there. Good boy. Again, rep after rep after rep. I go junto. Good. Good boy. Deep breath. And like I said, eventually you can get a lower profile ball, like a frisbee's good. Is what I use for him. Libre, baja. Good. And then you won't need it. Junto. Again, his isn't perfect, but we're working on it. I want to show y'all the true steps, not to show you a dog that knows it 100%. Echo. Junto. Good. And then the same thing. No. What are you doing? Power steering here. And just do the same thing with no touchpad. Good. Oh, there you go. You want to try and keep his front paws about the same spot. And that's how it is.